You keep thinking about it. That moment when something small suddenly felt wrong. Not obvious, not dramatic, just slightly off, and you find yourself replaying it again. The way you stood, the way you spoke, the way your face moved for a second, and then didn't feel like yours anymore. And at the time it passed quickly, almost nothing, but now it keeps coming back. And each time you replay it, you notice something new, a detail you missed, a movement that feels slightly unnatural, a pause that seems too long, and the version of you watching quietly says, "That's where it started." Your chest tightens, not sharply but just enough to hold your attention, and your breathing becomes quieter, more controlled. Like you're trying not to disturb something, you go back again to that exact second, seeing yourself from the outside. There you are mid-sentence, mid-gesture, mid-expression, but something feels disconnected, like your body was doing something, and you noticed it too early, before it could finish naturally. And that's when it shifted, that moment of awareness. Too close, too sharp. You felt it in your chest, that slight contraction, that pause in your breath. And suddenly you weren't just speaking, you were watching yourself speak. Monitoring, adjusting, correcting. You replay it again, but now it looks worse. Because now you're not just remembering, you're interpreting. That sounded off. Your face looked weird. They probably noticed. Your jaw tightens slightly, your tongue presses against your teeth, your shoulders lift and then drop, and you feel all of it too clearly. Like your body is no longer background but the main focus, and everything it does feels slightly wrong. So you go back again to the same moment but heavier, imagining how it looked from their perspective, their eyes, their judgment, their reaction even if there wasn't one. And your chest responds instantly, tighter. Your breathing shortens, your stomach pulls inward slightly. Because now it's not just a memory, it's a version of you being evaluated, and the version of you watching doesn't hold back. It didn't look natural. You were trying too hard. You always do this. Each thought lands quietly, but stays, layering over the moment until it's no longer what happened. It's what it means about you. You replay it again, but now you're not even looking for what happened. You're looking for proof. Proof that something about you is off. Proof that you were seen that way. And the more you search, the more you find. Because your attention is trained now, focused inward, scanning every movement, every reaction, every expression. And it doesn't stop at that moment. It spreads into the next conversation, the next interaction, the next time you exist around people. You become more careful, more precise, more aware. Your chest tightens sooner. Your breath adjusts faster. Your body prepares earlier. Because now you're trying to avoid that feeling again. But the avoidance creates it. Because the more you watch yourself, the less natural everything feels. And the more unnatural it feels, the more you watch. And the loop continues. Quiet, persistent, invisible to everyone else, but heavy inside you, until a small pause appears, barely noticeable, and you replay it again, that same moment, but something feels different. Not the memory, but the way you're holding it. Because a quieter realization starts to form. The moment was already over, but you kept it alive, not with what happened, but with how it felt inside you. Your body reacts to that with a small exhale. Your chest softens just a little. Your shoulders drop barely. Because something shifts, you're not inside the moment anymore. You're noticing the loop, that constant replay, that need to understand, to fix, to correct. And for a second, you don't follow it. You don't go back again. You don't add another layer. You just stop. Not forcefully, but naturally. Your breathing moves again without you managing it. Your jaw loosens, your body settles slightly, not fully relaxed, but less controlled, because something becomes clear. It wasn't awareness itself. It was getting trapped inside it, turning every small moment into something that needed to be solved, something that needed to be right. And right now, you don't solve it. You don't correct it. You don't fix yourself. You just let the moment stay finished where it already ended. And in that small space, something loosens. Not completely, but enough. Enough to feel like you're back. Just a little closer to yourself. You've felt that too, right?